Good morning. Hello from the Easier Crew. I'm Andrew Roberts.
I'm Cash Simmons.
And I'm Colston Ellison. This morning we will be speaking on the new lunches, the upcoming track season, and be speaking with Cam Cunningham about powerlifting. Over to Cash.
So I'm here with Cam Cunningham today. So you recently got 23rd at High School Nationals. How'd that make you feel?
I was a little disappointed, but I did the best I could with what I had. There's some tough competition, and I had some injuries and stuff to work through. And overall, I wasn't that disappointed, but I wish I would have done a little better.
What injuries did you have?
I tore my abductor on my left hip, tore the girth plate out of my socket, which messed me up for a little bit. I couldn't deadlift for about 3 weeks, and then I was just constantly dealing with like tinginess and pain the whole time.
How'd you prepare for your competition?
I wrote up a program. It took 5 weeks. Last week I just basically took off, did some light lifts, and then leading up to that I just trained hard with my program, stuck to it, and ate a lot of food.
Okay. How's the program like? How do you structure it?
You start off usually like with high reps with your main movements, like 5s, and then you just trickle down into 4s, 3s, 2s, and then singles at the end. And you just slowly want to make it harder over the block and practice your reps and make sure everything's perfect. And then you have your accessories to build a base as you're doing your main movements.
And how'd you get into powerlifting?
I always just kind of started lifting with football because I just enjoyed it and I liked getting stronger, and it was always just fun and competitive for me. And then me and Cash went to a seminar in Ohio with Jeremy Hartman and just kind of watched some people lift and got taught a couple of things, and then just got into it from there.
Okay. What inspires you to compete?
Seeing all the other people in around my age, around my weight, do well and put up records and stuff, and just watching other people compete really motivates me.
And do you have any upcoming meets?
Yeah, I have USAPL regionals at the same place National was in September that I'm looking forward to.
And what do you want to accomplish there?
I'd like to get first there in my age 20 group.
Okay. And you have one more High School Nationals, right?
Yeah, next year.
What are you hoping to do?
I'd like for a top 5 finish, maybe a podium if I can pull it off.
And what's the end goal for powerlifting?
I'd like to be able to place at an open national event in Powerlifting America, or maybe even make World's team if I can do it.
Okay. When are you hoping to achieve that?
I could probably extend it into my late 20s, early 30s, but if I could maybe make a junior team for 21 to 23, that'd be pretty cool.
Okay. Well, we want to thank you for taking time to get interviewed. Good luck at your meets, and back to you, Colston.
Hello, I'm Colston Ellison. Today I'm here with.
Jack Pace.
And so you are currently a track member here at Brownstown Central High School, are
That's
you?
correct.
Yes. So how did you first get into track, Jack?
So it's a long story, really. Back in middle school, I played baseball, and I had no interest in track. I was never going to do it until I got out of weights one day, and Adam Disk came up to me, and he told me I was wasting a lot of my potential because he said I was really athletic, especially in middle school, and he told me I should show up for a track practice. And really, I listened to him, and the next year I quit baseball, and I actually ran track for him, and I had a really good time, and I've stuck with it ever since.
That's awesome. So at the time, did you ever think about going to track? Like you didn't ever think about it at all?
No, I'd never thought of it ever. I was just gonna play baseball.
You had high school baseball right in your mind. You never thought about track at all?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's crazy that Adam intervened right there. Look
Yeah.
at you now, track superstar now. So what events do you compete in, Jack?
So previously I'd done the 100, I long jump. I'm in a couple relays. I ran the 200. Starting last week, I actually I started running some 400s, a little bit of 4x4. It's really just any sprint, and I jump a little bit.
Seems like you're really fast. So which one's your favorite?
That's a tough question. If you asked me last week, I would have said the 200, but recently been doing a lot of 400s, and I've been doing well. So I'm starting to really warm up to the 400.
Which one's your least favorite?
Probably the 100. I mean, I don't really love it, but I like it.
Just the short duration?
Yeah.
You're more of a long distance runner?
Well, long distance sprinter, really.
Yeah.
I like if you ask me to run a mile, I'll never.
Yeah, I can't run at all.
Yeah.
So it's better than me. How's the season going so far, Jack?
It's pretty good. We're 4-0 right now. Everybody's starting to really click together. We're getting some good chemistry, and everybody's filling their roles pretty well.
What teams have you faced so far in the meets?
So it hasn't been a lot of competition. We had Austin and Crothersville, and then the next week we had Medora and Pekin. So it's really not good competition at all, but it's really a little bit of a tune-up week, so we can actually find our spots and get used to what we're doing.
Is there any team you're going to face in the future that you're like not scared of, but like you think you might lose to facing soon?
Well, so on Saturday we have a board and invite, and it's a lot of teams. We made 15 teams there. And there's a couple of guys like Springs Valley and maybe Jennings County will be there. So there's really good competition coming up that we have to really prepare for.
How are you going to prepare for those races exactly?
Well, so what I do is I like self-talk. So what I do is I tell myself like I got this, not to get too nervous, and really just keep telling myself that, and it really ends up working.
That reminds me a lot of Lightning McQueen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does. Have you beat any PRs this season so far?
Yeah. So in the first meet I went 11-1 in the 100. That was my PR. And then last week I went 53-7 in the 400. That was a 3-second PR, so that was really good.
That's insane.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us today. I love talking to you.
Thank you.
Hey Shane, thank you for taking the time to interview with me today. What do you think about the new lunches? Do you like them?
I do like the new school lunches. I like the different variety they give us, and yeah.
So, what's your favorite part about them? Like, is there something that you get more often than others?
Yes, the taco bar. I love the taco bar. I've had it every day except for 2 days. Definitely the taco bar.
And what do you usually get in the taco bar?
I'll get the tortilla, and I'll get chickens, beans, rice, queso, and some lettuce and sour cream.
Do you change that up at all, or do you stick to the same thing?
Never.
Never switch it up.
Never. Nope.
Well, is there anything you miss about the old lunches?
No, not really. I don't really miss anything about the old lunches.
Not even having Bosco sticks every
The
single
Bosco
Monday.
sticks Mondays, definitely I'm gonna miss those a lot.
Yeah.
That was the best part of the week. Bosco sticks Mondays.
Do you think the new school lunches are worth the price increase?
I do, and especially with all the different kinds of varieties, like I said, they offer. I do definitely think it was worth it.
Okay, and well, is there anything that you would like change about the new lunches at all?
No, I don't think there's anything I'd change. The proportions are good. The portions of food is really good. Lots of different kinds of varieties.
And the lunch did recently add pop that you could buy. Do you usually get the pops, or do you stick to what they used to have?
I'll get the Gatorade. I do notice that a lot of people are getting the soda, and it seems to it's a good moneymaker. A lot of people like the sodas.
So it sounds like you really like the new school lunches.
I do.
Well, thank you for taking the time to interview with me.
Absolutely.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you for joining us today. I'm Colson.
I'm Cash. And I'm Andrew.
And we are Easier News in the Morning.